This is what happens when a narcissist chooses the wrong partner and ends up being their opposite. Let's delve into the type of individual capable of sending a narcissist fleeing. The individual who ultimately thwarted the narcissist's deceptive ploy poses a formidable challenge. I briefly mentioned in the video the tendency for narcissists to exhibit cruelty towards one another. It would indeed be preferable if they directed their harmful behaviors solely towards each other, including the malignant narcissist, given their twisted and psychologically disturbed nature, thus mutually exacerbating their misery. However, one might perceive a preference for exploiting the vulnerable over assisting them. It's a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils, so to speak. These individuals harbor the belief that they can inflict harm upon others' lives and careers without facing consequences, sheltered by their own perceived immunity. Individuals afflicted with narcissism often display an exaggerated sense of self-importance and entitlement. They thrive in professional environments by projecting an aura of invulnerability, appropriating credit for the accomplishments of others, and deflecting blame whenever circumstances turn unfavorable. This is why individuals lacking self-restraint perceive those with emotional intelligence as vulnerable targets. Narcissists are primarily motivated by their constant need for validation, which compels them to manipulate and exploit those they encounter. They view anyone exhibiting empathy as susceptible, even if occasionally missold into causing harm to the wrong person. This misperception stems from the narcissist's flawed understanding of our capacity for empathy. However, a lack of self-assurance isn't an inevitable outcome of possessing empathy. While some individuals may be more susceptible to influence, naturally empathetic individuals tend to display kindness and altruism. Nonetheless, there exist individuals capable of toggling their empathy on and off at will, wielding considerable influence. Recognizing when someone is taking advantage is essential, necessitating the ability to temper our compassion appropriately. Difficult to connect with, self-absorbed, and manipulative, these traits characterize narcissistic individuals. It's inevitable that there will always be individuals undeserving of our compassion, regardless of circumstances. Therefore, we must exercise caution in allowing anyone to exploit us. In this video, I delve into the psychological motivations driving narcissists' preferences and elucidate why they are drawn to individuals fitting the description I provided. It's imperative to recognize that a person's introversion, kindness, or empathy does not grant permission to mistreat them. The narcissist fails to comprehend that individuals can exhibit warmth and approachability without tolerating mistreatment. When the target of love bombing realizes they've been manipulated or deceived by the narcissist, chaos ensues, despite their initial willingness to give the narcissist the benefit of the doubt. Refusing to succumb to fear, they confront the narcissist about their problematic behavior. Their fearlessness stems from their ability to discern through the narcissist's falsehoods and expose the truth. A telltale sign of self-preservation in a victim is their refusal to allow empathy to obscure their own suffering. Such victims pose enough challenge to the narcissist that they eventually regret engaging with them, as these individuals refuse to tolerate further deception or manipulation. Every individual responds uniquely when confronted with adversity. Some are content to disengage from the narcissist, while others seek retribution. In situations where justice seems delayed, feelings of disappointment and anger are understandable. Consequently, some opt to retaliate against the narcissist by publicly exposing them, resorting to acts of violence, or damaging their belongings. They are willing to air their grievances, even if it means airing their financial disputes in public, when they perceive injustice. Another approach employed by some individuals in their interactions with narcissists is the use of confrontation and exposure. However, I must express my reservations about this approach. It's understandable to feel a desire for retribution after enduring considerable pain at the hands of a narcissist. As I've illustrated in this video, certain acts of retaliation can lead a narcissist to their lowest point. There are various factors that can contribute to a narcissist's downfall, with exposure and abandonment by those they sought to manipulate and control being among the most significant. Alternatively, simply uncovering the narcissist's manipulative behavior and gathering compelling evidence can be enough to confront them with their actions. Narcissists habitually deflect responsibility for their behavior, refusing to acknowledge their flaws. Consequently, They become enraged when confronted by individuals who refuse to indulge their manipulative tactics, a prospect that truly unsettles them. Out of intense fear, individuals may decide that retaliating or seeking revenge against the perpetrator would be too risky. They might attempt to conceal their actions by portraying themselves as innocent victims who were provoked, shifting the blame onto the actual victim. Some may even prefer the idea of the victim's demise rather than facing any further interaction with them. However, being deceived, manipulated, or abused is never tolerable, and there are those among us who are not averse to confronting the narcissist directly. In essence, discovering that a narcissist has been manipulating us is a harsh awakening. Those who are astute will be able to easily thwart them by abruptly disappearing and cutting off their narcissistic supply. We have the capacity to become individuals whom others would prefer never to cross paths with. I believe I have covered all the necessary points for now. I hope this week brings you joy and fulfillment. Our next topic is what happens when a narcissist abandons you but claims to love you. I'm grateful for your presence here and thankful for your attention. It's important to understand that narcissists lack genuine care for others, including you and me, but that's not the focus of this video. It's true that a narcissist may express care for you, but this sentiment is solely based on their need for you to fulfill their own needs and desires. To a narcissist, people are mere extensions of themselves, treated accordingly. It's crucial to remember that a narcissist's apparent concern for you does not stem from genuine care. Rather, you are a means to an end in their grand scheme. While you may play a significant role in their life, in the narcissist's eyes, you are interchangeable with anyone else. The narcissist is primarily interested in how you can benefit them and how you make them feel about themselves, rather than a true connection with you as an individual. A toxic relationship mirrors a toxic friendship, where neither party truly benefits from the other's presence. In essence, this type of relationship is devoid of genuine connection. Understanding this perspective, in my view, can help you decipher the motives of narcissists and recognize their efforts to manipulate you through their words and actions. Even if they appear flawless, there's a strong likelihood that their intentions are geared towards persuading you to agree with them on matters that benefit them more than you. Narcissists, above all else, experience inner conflict in their relationships and interactions with others, as they both despise and depend on us. It's crucial to pay close attention, as I will delve deeper into this topic in the video. Here are 3 things that a narcissist deems essential, as their absence could lead to a sense of failure in life. Given narcissists' reputation for being self-absorbed and shallow, it's logical that their desires would align with these traits. Their behavior and attitude betray their self-centered insecurities and inner void. A narcissist prioritizes their reputation above all else. Narcissists attach great importance to how they are perceived by others. They meticulously evaluate their own worth based on external perceptions. In contrast, a sociopath may casually venture out in disheveled attire, showing little concern for their outward image. Sociopaths are indifferent and lazy, only exerting effort when it suits their needs. On the other hand, narcissists are deeply invested in their physical appearance and the acquisition of wealth, particularly during their younger, more productive years. Covert narcissists excel at manipulation, often presenting a persona to the world that differs greatly from their true self. When reflecting on their actions, they may view their behavior as a mere act, maintaining a consistent facade throughout the day. Narcissists invest significant time, energy, and resources into portraying themselves in a favorable light to others and shaping their perceptions. Their primary concern is enhancing their reputation and status. Only their spouses and children truly know their authentic selves. Consequently, the narcissist's greatest fear is the revelation of their true nature to their loved ones. They dread the possibility of being exposed as deceitful individuals, unable to maintain the facade of either hero or victim. Without the love and admiration of others, narcissists believe they cannot survive, making such a scenario potentially devastating for them. Their inflated egos and self-worth rely heavily on external validation. Furthermore, as a consequence of their fabricated image, Narcissists often seek multiple sources of narcissistic supply to continually bolster their exaggerated sense of self-importance. For narcissists, happiness is contingent on receiving attention, flattery, and praise. Their utmost priority is to be held in the highest regard and to be loved and adored by society. They rely on the darker aspects of narcissism to fuel their inflated egos, often by causing harm and betraying those they profess to care about. This insatiable need for validation is a core requirement for narcissists, compelling them to deceive others into believing they desire genuine relationships, whether romantic or platonic. They will go to great lengths to secure a steady stream of admiration, as they place immense value on this form of validation. Narcissists lack the emotional capacity for empathy and genuine concern for others, viewing people more as obstacles to overcome than as individuals to cherish. As long as their egotistical needs are met, they will remain content. They exude an air of dominance and authority. Manipulation is a skill that narcissists master early on. Without someone who genuinely believes in them, they fail to appreciate the significance of their existence. This highlights why they continually seek to expand their sources of validation. For narcissists, having just one person to adore them is never sufficient. They are relentless in their pursuit of multiple victims to exploit. Like predators, they are perpetually on the lookout for easy targets, always discontent regardless of their circumstances. In anticipation of depleting their current source of validation, they ensure there's a secondary supply available. Even if they grow tired of you or temporarily devalue you, they will retain you until they find a replacement. They view you as their possession, justifying their right to keep you until they have use for you again. It's evident that narcissists require a continuous flow of their preferred form of attention. This behavior leads to repeated cycles of abandonment, each time followed by declarations of love. Accumulating wealth and power is another crucial aspect for narcissists. Using their wealth, narcissists often bolster their false image and accumulate material possessions to distract themselves from their underlying dissatisfaction. They remain convinced that money can buy them happiness, driving them to pursue their goals vigorously and enlist the assistance of others if necessary. They recognize that financial power enables them to assert control over various aspects of life and maintain connections with specific individuals. However, like other aspects of their lives, narcissists are never satisfied with their material wealth. They derive pleasure from using their riches and influence to manipulate others and instill fear in those who oppose their beliefs. Narcissists believe that with enough power and resources, they can accomplish their objectives, considering themselves exempt from rules and deserving of constant attention and admiration. Their pursuit of immense wealth and authority stems from a desire to exert control over their environment. Despite their outward displays of dominance, narcissists are emotionally fragile individuals who seek continual validation from others or seek distractions from their inner turmoil. Narcissists thrive as long as they can fulfill their own narcissistic needs. They use their power and wealth to maintain their image and create additional opportunities for narcissistic gratification. As you're aware, narcissists are solely focused on themselves and their interests, and they will go to great lengths to develop or acquire these interests. They will continue seeking new sources of validation and may abandon you for other pursuits, but they ensure to leave enough emotional attachment in your heart to keep you waiting for their return. I hope you find this video beneficial. Your time and insights are greatly valued. Please feel free to share your thoughts on this topic in the comments section below. Your contribution has been valuable, and I thank you sincerely for it.